the winter, you're likely not going to come visit your RV often at a storage lot or use it much at all because it's in the winter. So what you want to do is take out the batteries and put it somewhere where you can maintain them. Or if you have it, say, parked in your driveway, you can put a battery maintainer on them that charges it really slowly throughout the winter. But this is a storage lot, so I don't really have a choice. I'm going to take out the battery from this front compartment and also the RV battery in the back. I'm going to pull this battery out. If you look right here, there's a tiny, I think it's like a 9mm bolt. A size 8. That is it. Size 8. Alright, so we gotta take these terminals out first. That way, you get electrocuted. You don't really have to, but to be 100% on the safe side, take these out. Starting with the negative. There we go. You want to use these wrenches that are sized right, otherwise you round out your screws. I don't like doing that. There we go. And this is a number 8 wrench. So you take it out slowly, like that. Then you can release the negative. And what you could do if you want to be safe, if you want to be 100% safe, you can use something that, like an insulator, such as that, and make sure that the negative doesn't connect with the negative connector, and that way you're pretty worry free at that point. So you want to just slowly take off both these bolts, number 8 wrench. Just loose enough so that you can lift it, like that. And then you can proceed to taking off the battery. What I got here to take the battery out is that, an extension, and a number 8 socket. The reason why is because if you have the number 8 socket down like this, and you put that there, you can't really do it because the wrench won't reach inside. See that? So what I do is I put this on a socket, which allows me to reach in like so, and then untorque it from the top, and just keep undoing it, because once it's done, and you'll feel it right away. All it's doing is taking off a little bracket. I'm using my fingers to do the rest because it's quicker, and if you look, it's just a bracket that holds it down. Okay, take this bracket, put it away somewhere, likely put it back in there afterwards when the battery's out. Okay, so now all we gotta do now is pull this battery physically off. Put that negative terminal somewhere. And one thing you want to do is push this away somewhere, because I find it gets caught when I lift it. So it's a good thing I have an assistant right now to help me. So ready? The battery is just a freestyle battery now at this point, right? So I'm gonna pull it out. Now it's out. I'm gonna show you how the bracket works. The bracket just sits like this right here. Not like that. You see how the bracket has an edge like this? And just look at the battery down here. So you see the battery, how it has a little notch in the bottom? All it does is it sits like that on the edge of the notch, and then you screw it down so it doesn't move, okay? And just screw it back down lightly, so that when summer comes, I'm not hunting for this. A couple of times is fine, so it doesn't move in the winter, in the wind or whatever. Okay, and that's it. Take off this insulator, because there's no battery anymore. Nothing is powered. So remember, that's the engine battery. There's still one more battery you got to take care of, and that's the coach battery, which is in the back, the RV battery. Okay. All right, so I'm gonna do the RV battery now. Usually I do the batteries first, and then the water last, because this happens, a big pool of water. I didn't think of it earlier when I was doing the video, but it's not gonna kill you. It's just the floor is wet and you get all muddy. I got a few more RVs to do, so I don't really want to muddy myself up. So that right there is the coach battery. I have to pull it out. Pretty rusted. Sometimes these can be annoying to pull out. like this one. Yeah, much easier. Yeah, there we go. I can probably pull it out from here. So what I'm going to do is take off these big bolts and then pull it out. What you want to keep note of is your negative and positive terminals. So you can see here that you got a red wire and a black wire, so you're good to go. You know which one's negative, which one's positive. $14 from memory. Yes. Okay, so we'll do the positive first, negative first. Let's go with negative. Just because. There you go. Doing this without a wrench would be very tough, by the way. Okay, so I got that one loosened. I'll use my hands for the rest. Put that somewhere where you won't lose. You're gonna put that back onto the battery afterwards. So here's the positive, which I will take out, like so.
You didn't take it out, so then you will get electrocuted. Huh?
It's fine. There you go. As you can see, it's fine. So.
Yeah, but you got electrocuted a little bit.
No, it's just a little spark. It didn't get electrocuted.
Okay.
So what I have here is a water bottle. You can put whatever you want here. I'm just ghetto, so I put a water bottle here so the battery doesn't move, because you can fill it with air, then press it in. I have a bit of styrofoam here, keep the battery from moving. Doesn't matter what you put here, as long as you fill this space so your body doesn't bounce around. Alternatively, you can put a battery strap around this, but I have found this RV was fine without a battery strap because I made it really compressed. Okay, now that's done. You're gonna lift it up and out. All right, that's not out enough. One more pull. Okay, that's the most it's gonna go. If you look at it, the reason why is because of that little bracket there. This RV came with a lock for this compartment for the battery. I had to cut out the lock because they didn't give me the lock to unlock the battery, so I had to cut it. And because of that, this is the farthest it will go out because the lock is still there after I cut it. So just gotta squeeze it out like so and pull it out. You might run into this problem too because the lock might be there from factory if you purchased it used. So just try to remove as much stuff in the way and then pull the battery out slowly. They're pretty heavy batteries, so be careful. Don't let it squish your toe. Okay. Boom, battery's out. I'm gonna leave my compression tools in here so that I can reuse them next year in case I don't have any water bottles. And here's the rustiness that I gotta push back in. Maybe next year I'll spray some WD-40 in it. Don't got any on me right now. Okay, so that's it. Batteries are out. And these batteries have nuts. Make sure you put them back on, otherwise you're gonna lose them in all likelihood. Okay, so now you gotta pack these up in the car and that's it. I'm gonna take it out, bring it home, and put it on a battery maintainer for the whole winter. That way, come spring, I don't have to buy a new battery. Because if you leave it uncharged or outside the winter, what's going to likely happen is your battery's going to get swollen and you're going to need a new battery because it's not going to be good enough and it won't hold the charge. So, I hope that helped you. Until next time, happy RVing. Peace out.